Hey, sports card fans, it's John, Wade Boggs fan. If you enjoy vintage sports cards and you do not know who John Mangini is, then you've been living under a rock and you definitely need to go check out his channel. John has an amazing vintage card collection, mainly baseball cards, but other sports as well. Some stuff, extremely rare stuff that you hardly ever see or have never seen before. He has it. Just, again, an amazing collection. But in addition to his collection, he also comes up with some great ideas or challenges for other YouTubers to show off parts of their collection. And John's latest challenge is for us to show off our best looking cards in our collection. Not necessarily the most valuable or the rarest, but ones that speak to us, ones that you look at the card and you think that's a beautiful looking card. It could be the general design of the card. It could be the player image, a combination. So what I did is I went and looked through some of my vintage cards as well as some of my Wade Boggs cards and picked out ones that, especially on the vintage side, that I consider mini works of art. Ones that you just, at least for me, I just look at and just stare at and say, man, that is one beautiful looking card. Going through my vintage cards, it was fairly easy to pick some that I thought would be worthy of this video. It was a lot harder for the Wade Boggs cards. With 5,300 different cards, a lot to look through. There were some that I knew right off the bat I wanted to include. Others, I just started rummaging through the card catalog, the various rows, and if something caught my eye, I'd include it. So I found 10 Wade Boggs cards that I just love the design of. Again, the design of the card, Boggs's image, the combination, just really nice looking cards. On the vintage side, again, ones where I love the design and think that they're mini works of art. So I found 15 of those. So I have 25 cards in total to show off. Now, to keep this video from being way too long, I'm not going to go into a lot of detail of the card, why I think it's a really nice looking, beautiful looking card. I'm just going to tell you what the year and make and all that stuff is, and I'm going to let the cards speak for themselves. Would be interested to know maybe what some of your favorites are that I show off. But yeah, let's turn the camera around and look at some of my best looking baseball cards in my collection. All right, I'm going to start off with my Wade Boggs cards, and I'm going to do these in chronological order. But the first one here that I'm going to show off may actually be my all-time favorite Wade Boggs card. I always pull this one card out when I want to show off some Wade Boggs cards, and it's his 1984 Topps second year card. Just love that 84 design, his follow through there. Again, it's my go-to card. I have over 1,000 of them. Definitely, if not my favorite, definitely one that needs to be on this list of my best looking cards. Next is the 1986 Donruss. Again, love that blue sort of, the blue border diagonal center piece there, and just that portrait shot. Just always loved the 86 Donruss set, and a great image of Wade Boggs. From 2004, and I've shown this card off before. This may be second on my list. 2004 SP game use patch. That purple, which again, purple normally doesn't go with Red Sox colors and stuff, but that patch autograph, the image of him, the design of the card, the color. It just, I absolutely love this card. Next is another 2004. This is from Timeless Treasures. And it's a basic design, nothing flashy, but I love the horizontal design, his image. Look at that mustache of Boggs. I mean, that is just classic 80s stash there of Boggs. And love the two home patch, away patch, bat piece. Again, simple design, sort of like an, I don't know if you want to call it Art Deco, but whatever the parallel lines, you know, the horizontal and vertical lines on it, different color schemes. Just, to me, a great looking card. This is from 2012, Topps 5-star, featuring Boggs and Carl Yastrzemski. If I can get it to focus here. Come on. There we go. All right. Any combination of a card with Boggs and Yaz, two jersey pieces. Again, love the image of both players, and with the red background, gold there surrounding the jersey pieces. Just a really, really nice looking card. And two Red Sox Hall of Famers. Can't beat that. All right, my only one of one that I have on the list is my bat knob from 20. Hold on here. It's also from 2012, just like that 5-star, and it is a bat knob. One of the first bat knobs that Boggs. I don't think it's the first one. Maybe second bat knob that was done of Boggs. Just the cool 26 written on the end of the bat knob. Nice design how they have that encased in that gold foil there. Just a nice looking card. And this one is from 2014, Allen and Ginter. It's a mini relic card, but just love the design around the relic. Not sure why my camera is not focusing here. There we go. It's an away jersey piece, but just love the image of Boggs waiting on that pitch. And again, the design around that jersey piece, the outside border, I don't know, just makes it a really nice looking card. Couple more here. We have I think this is from 2015, I believe, Topps Archives. Again, it's a base card, nothing flashy. This is a 50-cent card maybe at best. 1957 Topps design, I believe. Again, just love the image of Boggs. It's a classic portrait photo of him. You see that a lot in some of the Topps designs, but it's really prominent on this card. The clean look of the 57 Topps design, had to include that on the list. And two more. This one is from 2017 Museum Collection. And hopefully the camera will pick this up. There. This is the foil, the black frame. You can see the shininess there on the silver foil. It shimmers a little bit. The silver autograph, that follow-through design, it looks like he's watching a ball carry him off the green monster. Just the overall design of this card, Boggs's image, the autograph, just pops. Just a gorgeous looking card. And the last one is a little off the wall. I mentioned I collect some art cards, but there's one in particular that it's more mainstream of art cards, and it's Sporting Life. And I've shown off a couple ones that I've had bought before, but this is from 2019. And I like it because not necessarily the image of Boggs. Let's see if I can get that to focus again. There we go. It was done for Memorial Day. So at the top there says Memorial Day souvenir. Just like the overall artistic job they did with the flag draping along each side. Rest in peace there with a ribbon for a memorial. There is the back showing Uncle Sam there. And the size of the card is just it's an oddball size, but something that you could see made from, say, the 1920s or something like that. Obviously, they distressed the card on purpose to give it that age look. But really, actually, this is a second one of one. This is a one of one art card. But again, that wraps up my 10 best looking, at least for now. Again, if I could go through all my Boggs cards, I'm sure I could pick out another 10, 20, or 30. But the first pass, those were ones that just spoke to me. So those were my 10 best looking Wade Boggs cards. So on to my vintage cards. Again, in chronological order. First, I have my 1909 T206 Mordecai Three-Finger Brown. Just love the colors of the background, that Chicago jersey. Just a great looking tobacco card. You may not tell with it by looking at the front with it being a 1, but there's some slight paper loss on the back, but it doesn't matter. Really nice looking card of Mordecai Three-Finger Brown. The next one is definitely one that I had wanted in my collection for a long time. Picked it up, I think, in 2015 National. It is one of my all-time favorite cards in my collection, and it's the T206 Christy Mathewson in a dark cap. It is a SGC3, but I can just stare at this card for hours. Love it. Forget the fact that Mathewson was one of the best pitchers of all time. That image of him just posing there, I don't know. I absolutely love this card. All right, moving on to the 1950s. '52 Bowman, Mickey Mantle. Again, one of my favorite poses of his, just sitting there, relaxing, staring off to the side. Just love that image of Mantle. Another 52 Bowman, Stan Musial. Again, love the artist's renderings of photographs. Come on, camera. There we go. I don't know, just love the image of the stadium in the background. Again, love the artist's rendering of a photograph back in the early 50s when they had these artist cards. Just, again, mini works of art, in my opinion. You can't go wrong with any of the, 50s Bowman's, early 50s Topps cards, just because of that. Next is my 53 Topps Mantle. Again, it's not the 52, the iconic image, but I don't know, I always just love this image of Mantle. Then going with my 1953 Bowman, another Stan Musial. Just him sitting in the dugout there, that smile that he has. It's checking out those uniforms, those heavier wool uniforms. Man, they must have been hot in the summer, but just love that image of Stan the Man. The next one is right up there with the Christy Mathewson, one that I had wanted in my collection, one I had in my collection, sold, regretted it, and got it back. One of, again, my favorite cards in my collection, the 1954 Topps Ted Williams. Just absolutely love that close-up image of Williams, the Boston logo, the yellow background with the blue hat just makes the image pop. I absolutely love this card. Next one is a recent pickup, one that I picked up at this year's National. It's the 1955 Bowman Hank Aaron. I know some maybe not that don't like that TV design, but I'm just looking at the image of a very young Hank Aaron in his second year of Major League Baseball. Just the uniform, just his look. It looks like he's getting ready to catch a fly ball. And the overall look of the card, just love it. Another recent pickup is the 1956, and if you've watched some previous videos, I have to correct. I keep calling it a 55. It's not 55, it's a 56 Topps Hank Aaron. With, of course, Willie Mays sliding into home. It's not Hank Aaron, but nonetheless, that close-up portrait image there of a young Hank Aaron and just the overall design of the card, love it. Moving on to the 60s now. My 1964 Topps Pete Rose. Again, that image of a young Pete Rose, his second year card. I'm not sure if he's thinking, hey, one day I'm going to have the all-time hits record, but just a great image of Rose on a great design of 64 Topps. Now moving all the way to the 70s, my 1976 Johnny Bench. Love that. It's not quite an action shot, but it's one where there must have been a play at the plate or something. The dirt around home plate's all, dusted up and stuff, and just a cool image of Bench. And then we're going to finish it off with some 1978 Topps cards. As you know, 78 Topps holds a special place in my heart. First year I started collecting, so I picked some 78s that just, I love the design, the 78 design, but along with the player image, the color scheme, all that stuff just works perfectly. So I think I have 4 of them here. First one is the Thurman Munson, just like the Johnny Bench. Not so much an action shot, but less of a posed, hey, I'm catching or whatever. He's obviously, a play must have just ended. He's surveying the infield and all that stuff. Love that image of Thurman Munson. Next one, I think I've seen this shown off in other videos, but Mr. October, Reggie Jackson. Just a classic image of his powerful swing. Not sure the way he's looking there, whether he actually missed the ball or he's watching it go over the right field fence. But just love the image of that swing, that All-Star logo as well, and the color scheme for the Yankees. Just, I absolutely love this card. Now, I've shown a lot of Yankees. I've shown a few Red Sox. We're going to finish with 2 Red Sox. And again, 2 of my favorite 78s. First one is Carlton Fisk. Just, I don't know, I love the image, that 70s Boston uniform, the All-Star logo, the red of the Red Sox and yellow. I love the Red Sox cards from 1978. I probably could have picked more, the Corey Yastrzemski, the Jim Rice, but I went with Carlton Fisk. And the last one was hopefully a future Hall of Famer, Dwight Evans. Just love that image of Dewey. I'm not sure what that patch is, some commemorative patch. It's hard to tell, but anyway, the old school Boston helmet. Looks like it was done in spring training. Yeah, absolutely love this card. I hope you enjoyed the look at some of my best looking baseball cards in my collection. If you enjoyed the video, would really appreciate a thumbs up. John, thanks for a great idea for a video. That's all I have for you. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.